Silencing the Inner Critic. Your mind's most toxic coworker, brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments. Imagine this. You're about to give a presentation that you've prepared for weeks. Your outfit is on point, your slides are sleek, and your delivery? Practically Oscar-worthy. But just as you step into the boardroom, a voice whispers, "Who do you think you are?" They're going to see right through you. Ah, yes. Meet your inner critic, the coworker you never hired, but who insists on showing up to every meeting uninvited. It's time to evict this mental menace and replace it with the confidence you need to thrive in any environment, especially the competitive and cutthroat world of corporate life. Identify the voice and give it a name. The inner critic is sly. It disguises itself as logic, self-awareness, or realism. But let's be real. It's just your brain in a bad mood. The first step to dealing with it is separating its voice from your own. Try this. Give your inner critic a ridiculous name. Negative Nancy, Doubtful Dave, or my personal favorite, Karen. Every time the voice pops up with its unsolicited feedback, address it by name. "Thank you for your opinion, Karen, but no one asked you." It's hard to take self-doubt seriously when it sounds like a sitcom character. Humor is your shield. When you laugh at your inner critic, you take away its power. Call out its favorite tactics. Your inner critic is a master of sabotage, with a playbook full of dirty tricks. Recognize these moves to disarm them. Catastrophizing. If this report isn't perfect, they'll fire me and I'll end up living in a box. Reality check. One typo isn't ending your career. Comparisons. She's so much better at this than me. Why even try? Reality check. You're comparing someone's highlight reel to your behind-the-scenes footage. Stop it. All or nothing thinking. If I don't get this promotion, I'm a failure. Reality check. Careers are marathons, not sprints. One step back doesn't mean the race is over. Whenever these tactics appear, call them out. Say to yourself, "Oh, I see what you're doing, Karen. Nice try." Counterattack with facts. The inner critic thrives on vague, exaggerated claims. Counter it with cold, hard facts. For example, if it says, "You'll never be as good as Sarah at public speaking," respond with, "Actually, I nailed my last presentation, and the team loved it." If it says, "Everyone thinks you're an imposter," clap back with, "Interesting. My last performance review said I was indispensable." Facts are kryptonite to self-doubt. Keep a brag file of your achievements. Emails of praise, successful projects, or even a list of your wins. Refer to it whenever Karen starts ranting. Reframe failure as feedback. Your inner critic loves to harp on mistakes. But guess what? Every successful person has a highlight reel of epic failures. The difference? They see failure as feedback, not a verdict on their worth. For example, missed a deadline? You've learned to communicate earlier when a project is running behind. Stumbled in a presentation? You now know the importance of practicing transitions. Reframing mistakes turns your critic's voice from, "You're a disaster," to, "You're a work in progress, and progress is beautiful." Adopt a growth mindset. Every stumble is a step toward mastery. Set boundaries for your inner critic. Your inner critic will run wild if you let it. Like that coworker who never stops emailing after hours, Karen needs boundaries. Here's a fun exercise. Schedule worry time. Set aside 10 minutes a day to let your inner critic rant. When Karen pipes up outside of this window, remind her, "Not now. You'll get your turn at 4 p.m. You'll be surprised how much control you gain by putting your self-doubt on a leash. Surround yourself with allies. In a toxic environment, the inner critic feeds on external negativity. That's why it's crucial to build a network of supportive colleagues, mentors, or friends who lift you up. When someone says, "You did a great job," resist the urge to deflect. Accept it. Let their positive reinforcement drown out Karen's negativity. If you're struggling to find encouragement, become your own ally. Write a note to yourself as if you were cheering on a friend. Be kind, supportive, and enthusiastic. You'd be amazed at how good it feels to root for yourself. Your inner critic isn't going to vanish overnight, but by recognizing its voice, calling out its tactics, and reframing its messages, you can take away its power. Remember, Karen only exists because your brain is trying to protect you from failure, but it doesn't realize you're capable of so much more than survival. You're here to thrive. Rewrite Karen's script. Karen's lines are outdated and full of cliches like, "You're not good enough," or "They're all laughing at you." It's time to rewrite her dialogue. Think of this as the ultimate PR campaign for yourself. The next time she pipes up with, "You can't do this," respond with a reframe. "I've handled bigger challenges, and I'm more than capable of handling this too." When she tries, "Everyone's judging you," counter with, "Actually, they're too busy worrying about their own stuff to care about me." Turn her negativity into affirmations that make you feel unstoppable. Karen may still talk, but now she'll sound like a cheerleader instead of a heckler. Write down these counterscripts. Read them aloud in the morning like the boss you are. Outsmart imposter syndrome. Karen loves to fuel imposter syndrome, that nagging feeling that you're a fraud, even when you're killing it. The truth? Imposter syndrome is a sign that you're stepping outside your comfort zone, which is exactly where growth happens. Combat it with evidence. Make a win journal where you jot down every compliment, achievement, and milestone. Did your manager praise your project? Write it down. Did you solve a problem that had the whole team stumped? Write it down. Seeing a record of your accomplishments will remind you that you're the real deal, not some lucky imposter. When imposter syndrome whispers, "You don't belong here," open your win journal and reply, "Here's my proof that I do." Stop comparing your path to others. One of Karen's favorite tricks is turning your gaze outward and saying, "Look at her. She's doing it better than you." Here's the reality. Comparison is the thief of joy, and it doesn't help you move forward. Every woman's career is her own unique journey. Some sprint to success, while others take scenic routes filled with learning curves and self-discovery. Both are valid. Your path is yours, and no one else can walk it. Instead of competing with others, focus on competing with your past self. Ask, "How can I improve from where I was last month or last year?" This shift will make Karen's comparisons feel irrelevant, and dare I say, boring. Make peace with constructive criticism. Let's face it, even the most confident person can feel rattled by external criticism. But here's the thing, feedback isn't a personal attack. It's data. Use it to refine your skills and strategy. When receiving criticism, pause. Take a deep breath before responding. Evaluate. Ask yourself, is this feedback useful, or is it just noise? If it's useful, absorb it. If it's noise, let it go. Respond with class. Say, "Thanks for the feedback. I'll consider how to apply it moving forward." You'll sound professional and unflappable, even if Karen is whispering, "They hate you." Proving Karen wrong by handling criticism with grace will leave her speechless and leave your critics impressed. Use visualization as your superpower. If Karen likes to replay worst-case scenarios in your mind, flip the script with visualization. Imagine yourself walking into a meeting with poise, nailing every point, and leaving the room with heads nodding in admiration. Visualization primes your brain for success. When you see yourself succeeding, you're more likely to behave in ways that make it happen. It's like telling Karen, "Watch me," and then you deliver. Create your confidence ritual. Even the fiercest ninjas have rituals to prepare for battle. Develop your own confidence-boosting routine to quiet Karen and pump yourself up before big moments. Here are some ideas. Listen to a playlist of songs that make you feel like Beyoncé at the Super Bowl. Repeat a mantra like, "I am capable. I am prepared. I am enough." Stand in a power pose for 2 minutes. It's scientifically proven to boost confidence. Whatever your ritual, make it sacred. It's your secret weapon for conquering the day. Turn Karen into your ally. Here's the ultimate power move. Instead of silencing Karen completely, recruit her. Karen exists because she's trying, albeit poorly, to protect you. By reframing her role, you can turn her into an ally who motivates instead of undermines. When Karen says, "This might not work," reframe it as, "Here's an opportunity to prepare better." If she says, "You're not ready," reframe it as, "Time to sharpen my skills." Turning Karen's critiques into constructive advice transforms her from a liability to a secret weapon. Silencing your inner critic isn't about never feeling doubt. It's about mastering it. Karen will always be there, but she doesn't have to drive the car. By rewriting her script, reframing her negativity, and building rituals that reinforce your confidence, you'll find that her voice gets quieter while yours grows louder. Remember, you are capable, you are worthy, and you're exactly where you're meant to be. The next time Karen shows up, smile and say, "Thanks for your input, but I've got this." Because you do. Now go conquer your world. Brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments.